G'day folks, it's Cortezerino. I am leaving my armor on for this intro because we are in the middle of a nether fortress. And this is, I'm very happy right now because I logged off here a few days ago and I just logged back on, and this whole area may not have been here. I might have dropped into lava because we are clearing out a massive perimeter for a super duper, super awesome Wither Skeleton Skull farm. And when I say we, I mean Curly Mally is doing all the work. But I'm pitching him with some sage advice and a super smelter. So Curly Mally asked me to build him a super smelter to smelt all the netherrack that he's been digging out around here. And I didn't really know what to do. I didn't want to go too complicated, just in case we had to move it, because I built it in an area that we're going to clear. But what I did was basically a 1 by Exumavoid, but I completely changed it. But the same principle that he did his in, with the infinite buckets of lava refilling. There's a ghast in the background and he is breaking my train of thought. Let's run down to the bottom here, show you what I've got. So we've just got a minecart that'll run up here with buckets and buckets of lava, and I've dug my way down to a lava lake, and this entire area is on top of a lava lake, and it took me a long time to find the one little area that I could actually dig down to, so we could get all the way to the bottom. But I mean, there is lava everywhere, guys. Lots and lots. I'll seal that up before a ghast sees me. So basically, you just fill up all your buckets, tons and tons of them, put them in the chest, and you push the button, and it will run up to fill up all the fuel in the smelter above. Now, one of the ways I changed the design from what Exumavoid did, he just had a minecart unloader, and it just went into an array of hoppers, and it was an overflow system, so they'd just all stack up, and eventually they'd fill all the furnaces. I couldn't have been bothered going that complicated, so I went super duper easy and just put a bunch of hoppers here. So the minecart runs over enough hoppers that by the time it comes back off, it's completely empty. So it doesn't fill them all exactly the same, but we've got some double chests here that can load up with extra lava buckets ready to go. And yeah, we just dump all our netherrack in the top and let it go. And I didn't know how much storage I would need down the bottom, so I just made too much. I wonder how much he's actually smelted so far. Not that much. He might not have been in the area recently. He did so much work, but we came up with an idea. Now I've got to try to find... So this is his area. I don't actually know my way around, but he took me up to show me where he was doing his work, and I think it might be this way. Let's go for a wander, get the bow at the ready, see if we can find where he's been doing most of the digging. So he's done a ton around this area, as you can see. I guess this is the very edge of the perimeter that we're digging out, or that he's digging out. Over there somewhere is going to be the farm, but this is a great spot because there's so much open space. The less netherrack you have to dig out, the better. But I think he dug all this out and then he changed strategies and he went right up to the very roof of the nether to dig out the perimeter, so then he could just dig straight down after there, and that would be a lot easier. I think we're going the right way. And here we are, guys. Look at this. You can't even see to the end of it. It is massive. So I think he's gone and, just marked out the entire box we've got to clear. There's so much of it. He said this was 24 hours work, and I don't think he meant that in the space of 24 hours he managed to dig this out. I think he meant 24 physical hours here digging away just to clear this little top bit. And he was ready just to start digging down. But I suggested one of those TNT duper flying machine jiggies to just fly back and forth up here and destroy everything below us. And that's why I was happy when I logged back on that area was still there. He might have blown it up. So, yes, that's probably why he hasn't done any more since he brought me here to take a look. He's probably been looking at designs for TNT, Jupy flying machines. So, yeah, lots of work to do, and I'm not really helping that much. But anyway, let's get out of the Nether. This place is way too scary for me. If I can find the way back. Haha! There's my torch. We've reached an accord. That creeper is going to stay over there, and I'm going to stay over here, and we're just going to ignore each other. So I'm not going to spend the whole episode out in the Nether. I don't think I'll be back to the Nether this episode. It's a big project, a Wither Skeleton Skull farm, especially one of that awesomeness. And I've got other jobs to do. I've got so many projects, and another one is over here out at the Greco-Roman area. I've been talking to Crafting Mantis, and she's building some farmland out here, and I'm going to build a whole bunch of vineyards. But I can't really do that until I get my tree farm up and running. I mean, I could do it, but then I would probably just run out of leaves, and then I've sort of dug up my area where I was farming trees before, so I need to get my tree farm up and running, because especially when you're harvesting leaves off trees, you don't get that many saplings in return. You have to be very vigilant, running around grabbing whatever saplings drop. So I want my tree farm to be ready for that, so I can get all the leaves I want. And I just want to point out, guys, like, I am going to link Crafting Mantis's channel in the description of this video, because of all the Diamond Society members that I've watched from last season to this season, she has impressed me the most. I mean, look, it doesn't even load in this build. It's too far away. She used to say, like, she could build big, and she could always build big, but she used to have problems detailing builds that were that big. No problems here whatsoever. It's massively detailed, and we're only looking at one little segment of what she's built around it. Like, as far as I'm concerned, she is the #1 Diamond Society member this season. She's amazing. So I want to get to work on these vineyards as soon as I can, because I don't know if she's waiting on me, but she's probably not waiting on me, but I want to get it done. But we need to get our tree farm done. And speaking of, like, my base is just over there, and so I got Crafting Mantis on this side, I got a Thice on another side, who is extra brilliant at building big and building detailed. And then I got the crazy man Geksu, the Danish boy, on the other side, who's just an absolute genius. And, you know, we've got a second Danish guy on the server this episode, Angel. So we've got two Danish fellas. They occasionally I'll log on and they're speaking Danish, and it's really creepy. But, you know, they are excellent builders. Did you know that Denmark stole our princess? Did you know that? Princess Mary from Australia. They stole her. They did. Like, I'm not sure if she was a princess before she married the Prince of Denmark. I don't know. I'm not an expert on these things. But they stole her. They did. They took her to Denmark. They like made her learn Danish and stuff and treated her like a princess. I won't have it. I won't have it. We'll get it back. Don't worry about that. But while I think of a way to get Princess Mary back to Australia, we will continue to work on the Hanging Gardens, and it is coming along in leaps and bounds. We've finally filled in this area, so I wanted to add more darkness to the build, so I've put in 2 huge wooden doors, and that's the entrance to the tree farm, so it's sort of hidden away. I've just got a little space where we can walk in, and ta-da! Here we are. So here I've just got a bit of carpet on top of a torch, and I think the mobs won't want to walk across this, and because I've got this little wall here, they shouldn't see me anyway, so there'll be no reason for them to wander in here. And our big staircases, I've made them come up gradually, and it looks pretty good, I think. For the walls, I haven't done much there, because if I detail every little tiny bit of the build, in a build this big, it's just going to look like a mess. And it will take me forever to build, so I might end up just having a bit of greenery from the hanging gardens hanging down over those walls. I'm not sure yet. And it's pretty good because these staircases don't take up as much room as I thought they were going to. And sure, a mob could walk up here, like a creeper could wander up here, see me and drop on my head, but I think that's pretty unlikely. So we are ready to begin on the tree farm. So what I'm doing first is I don't really know what sort of layout I'm going to do yet. So I'm just digging down and making the foundation for my minecart rails, and then there'll be a layer of dirt above that, and you can just run around underneath and collect all the goodies. But what I think I'm going to do is go and do a ton of work. I'm going to fill all this in, start putting rails in, and figure out what sort of layout I want for this place. And then we need a great big collection area for all the different kinds of wood and the saplings and the leaves. So yes, Cortez has some work to do. Well, you might think that wasn't really much of a big job, Cortez. You're just digging a bit of hole and laying a bit of brick. Well, I dug down 3 blocks deep and then laid all that brick. And to give you an idea of how big a job that was, I recorded that in 4 40-minute time lapses and had to repair my tools in between each one. And then there was looking after kids and annoying the wife, and then editing the 4 time lapses and then putting them to music and all that. I started at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It is now after midnight. Minecraft Let's Plays take a long time to record. So what have we accomplished this episode? We've got our 4 big staircases in, and we've got our really cool wooden doors up the front, which I hope are secure from beasties, but who knows. You know, the only thing that I actually built from start to finish this episode was the Nether Smelter, and that was the thing that took me the least amount of time to build. So yes, maybe a small maybe a small project next episode, but no, I have to get the tree farm done. So what I might do is have a think about what I'm going to do, and next episode we will do all the redstone in one big hit and we'll get it done. So thanks for watching, guys, and don't worry, I promise I will help Curly Mally dig out the perimeter for our Wither Skeleton Skull farm. That's a promise I can't keep. Who am I kidding? Maybe I'll help, who knows. Cheers, guys, I'm Cortezerino. I'll see you later.